everybody, this is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we're going to talk about new information that came to light a few hours ago, maybe a day ago, about Hunter Biden. Now, before we get started, for those interested, I'm going to be using the Wazer Tarot deck. It's a go-to for me. I love using it. So, like I mentioned, Bright Heart, according to Bright Heart, is a publication here in the States, fairly conservative, and they've mentioned that prosecutor, so that's the name of the title. Prosecutor considered charging Hunter with 4 crimes about a year ago. So that was one title. One article that came out about Hunter Biden, and the other article that came out, and it's pretty much everywhere, but the one that I'm using is from Daily Mail. This publication, I believe, is in the UK, and they said that ex-CIA director revealed, so there was a test, he had to testify in front of Congress or the Senate, and he revealed during his testimony that he had 50 spies sign a letter saying that Hunter laptop was Russian disinformation. So basically, he had those 50 spies lie in writing that letter to the American people, so that to convince the world that, you know, the laptop was back real, even though the laptop was real. It has been authenticated on numerous occasions. So we wanted to find out today, asking the card, why are this information coming now? Because if if you've been following the news, you will know that the laptop thing about Biden was true, but Giuliani came out with it, came forward. The repair shop person came forward. Excuse me. So, and people that have seen the laptop has authenticated as well that there's no way this could be, this information, because it had some personal information that was corroborated, emails, all that the above. So why is that? Why is the truth coming out now about those 50 spies? We knew it was a lie. But why now? Why are this information coming out? Why? It's always the cover-ups that gets you, huh? So, but why now? Let's ask the card and see what the cards wants to share. Why is this information, the truth about Biden, Hunter Biden, coming out now? Is that a signal? Is it the end for that family? So let's see what the cards have to say. So the first card is the Star. To answer the question, 4 of Cups represent the situation. 5 of Wands in the recent past. 2 of Wands, present. Wow. And Queen of Wands, potential outcome. Wow. Okay. And the Tower, clarification. And the 3 of Swords, clarification. So this is so interesting. The first card that come up is a Major Arcana. So if you look at here on the spread, there's 2 Major Arcana, the Star and the Tower. So here, The star usually represents hope and healing. But in this particular situation, it's coming across as if the power that be, whoever is playing this, or is in control of the board, right? They wanted to expose him. They wanted to uh, make him vulnerable. It's because with that uh, Four of Cups is usually this person who's pretty bored, or there's a sense of apathy or not really caring. But here in this particular sense, it feels as if um, that particular group wanted to shove it in our faces. That's what's coming across. They want they wanted to put the truth right there so that the population, the people who are not awake, cannot ignore it anymore. Because we knew, people who've been following the news, we knew the laptop were real. We knew about the testimony of the repair shop person. We knew, um, however, the mainstream media, they went above and beyond to cover it up, and they used those 50 spies to say, well, the expert said, that's what they always do, the same strategy. The expert said, so as long as they throw that expert word, you have to back down from finding the truth, and that authentifies whatever they're saying. When we know very well that experts lie. We've seen that with Fauci and them, right? We know that, you know. So, with that being said, they wanted to put it out there with that Four of Cups. You see this hand coming out of nowhere. They wanted to shove it in the people's face. For the people who are sleeping, not really wanting to pay attention, not bothering to do research or to know the truth, they want to leave no doubt in people's imagination that, yeah, this was a corroborated effort. They wanted to hide the truth from the people. And right here, shoving it in your face, the truth in your face, so that you don't ignore it anymore. So this was coordinated. This was something that they wanted to expose Biden's, and they wanted to put it in such a way that it's right there in your face, that you see it. There's no way to turn a blind eye, right? So with that Five of Wands, tells me that whoever wanted to put this information out there, I think they had conflict on the timing. They were not too sure when to put this out. So I think with that Two of Wands, they feel like now is a good time, because people are tired. People are not happy with what's going on. It's been 2 years already, maybe 2 years and a half. And this administration, the Biden administration, has not been kind to the people, to the world, and with their dealings, with their policies. So a lot of people are looking for a new direction. And I think the power that be, I think the power that be in this particular situation are the good guys. They feel like now that people are looking for other options. They feel like it was time to start this new phase of the plan and to put out this information. And potential outcome is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is very authentic. She's very fiery. She's very charismatic. But in this particular situation, it's awareness. The population is getting heated up. They're getting motivated. They're not happy with what they're seeing. They're voicing their opinion. We can see it at the polls. We can see it on the comment sections. Speaking of comment section, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I would appreciate it, guys. And thank you. So Queen of Wands. So a lot of people are becoming aware. And it's motivating them. They're voicing their opinion, because one is about motivation, is about passion, what fires you up. People are getting fired up because they're being affected financially, it's affecting their home life, it's affecting every aspect of their lives. So that Queen of Wands is telling us a lot of people are getting heated up, a lot of people are being aware. Um, so with that clarification, with that Tower, it tells me that people are, well, people who are not awake, who are not aware of what's going on in the news, this took them by surprise. And uh, this news took a lot of people by surprise, especially people who are not following the news. And that three of um, three of swords tells me that that really hit, especially if you were like a big supporter of the Biden family, or if you really voted for him and you really believe in what he was selling. A lot of people, that really hit home, because the three of uh, three of swords, it's never a good card. It's a card of betrayal, it's a card of being hurt, and it's a card um, of loss. Uh, Felt that they're not in a strong position right now. So the next question, now that we know, okay, plan, they wanted to expose the truth, basically. Um, what's Now that we know the truth, now that we know um, uh, the world, or the people that are asleep, what's next? What's going to happen uh, to the Biden family, especially Hunter, because Hunter is basically, well, I don't want to say the first domino to fall, but he looks like he's the one, the point of contact, and he has all the goods on the entire family, that laptop. And I think some of the congressmen, they went to the IRS. There's a department that the Treasury Department. Yeah, they went to the Treasury Department, and there's a group that's investigating the Biden, and I think they mentioned 9 other family members were also part of the what's going on, getting money from foreign agents, and not even registering with the Department of State or the proper governing bodies, that they were dealing with foreign entities. The same thing that they were trying to do with Flynn. But the Biden did not do the proper paperwork, so they're dealing with foreign entities and they're profiting from. It's not looking good. So what's next for the Biden family? So I think that's the question that we should ask now. Or for Hunter, because Hunter is at the center of all of this. Curious to see. First card is the World, Major Arcana, Page of Swords, Situation, 4 of Wands, Recent Past, okay, most of that, Queen of Pentacle, Present, the Fool, Potential Outcome. Well, I read upside down, but since the card came upside down, I have to respect that. 2 of Wands. Again, I'm seeing the 2 of Wands. Clarification. And 8 of Cups. Clarification. So we ask the question, what's next? So the first card is the World. So when I see the World, it's things, and the World is an ending of sort. It's the last card of the Major Arcana, and it's basically something that's been brought to its satisfactory completion. That's what the World means in a nutshell. That something successfully came to its end, and then this chapter is over, and a new chapter is about to begin. But this is the World card is typically an ending card, and now it's saying that things have ended for the Biden family probably a long time ago, because the World card, again, major arcana, every time you see a major arcana, it's pretty big. It amplifies. Uh, it means that, to me, that things have ended for them a very long time, but we're probably starting to see it on the world stage, on the media now. With that Page of Swords, page is new beginning. Um, it's a pivot. It's a new direction. It's information. And when you see swords is truth, facts, information, spiritual awareness, all that of the above, intellectual, uh, 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 something that uh, that force you to think. All of that logic. So swords deals with basically logic. It deals with intellect. It deals with facts. And every time that you see the page in the swords, it means that it's cutting right through the matter of things. And when it's harsh, swords is harsh. It's not always great news. So it's so interesting. It's the Page of Sword that's coming out. It tells me that the information that's coming up right now is probably information that people do not want to hear, especially people who are not been paying attention, people who has been really drinking the Kool-Aid, let's say. So this it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for that group of population. Um, so it's coming out little by little. It's trickling down. I mean, at this point, I don't think it's trickling down. I think it's coming down like a fire hose. Uh, so with that four of one in the background. Now usually four of one. So we ask four of one. So four of one is a celebration card. It's a unity card. So it's as if to say that the Biden family, for a very long time, they have lived in relative luxury, security. They have been protected by the system, so to speak, and they had a great life. That's what this card is telling me. And now with the Queen of Pentacles, it's as if their fortune has reversed. There has been a reversal, because usually I don't read upside down reverse card, but this is how the card came out. So as if their financial success, their uh, uh, because Queen of Pentacles is about money. It's about uh, assets. It's about anything tangible. So it's as if, as of right now, their money situation is not looking great. Their finances is not looking great. Their standing in the world is not looking great. This is what's coming across in the present time, which is so interesting, because I usually don't do reversal, but this is how the card decided to come out. And the Fool. So the Fool, as a potential outcome, is telling me that the Biden family is gonna look like a fool right now. And usually the Fool means new beginning, but this time around it feels like an exit. Leaving looking like a fool. Wow. Um, so the Two of Wands is telling me that I guess they see the writing on the wall. And in the population too, everybody, especially people who are not being awake, not really been paying attention, I think they're not happy with what's been happening with, the family. And a lot of people are very disappointed. And a lot of people are turning their back on them. So whatever support that they had, or whatever alliance that they have, these people are so toxic with their dealings that even their allies are turning away from them, because they're like pariahs at this point, because they're so too much. Too many crimes, too many cover-up, too many ugliness. So even their allies, the American people, especially those who have been a staunch fanatic of that group, they're looking elsewhere for other. And I think we've seen that when was it RFK, that the Kennedy? I don't remember. Oh my God, he's in the medical field. He announced his campaign the other day, presidential campaign. He launched his presidential announcement or campaign the other day, and a lot of people are looking at him as a potential leader for the Democratic Party because, you know, uh, Biden is not. So, yeah, a lot of people are disappointed and they're turning away from him. So, wow. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. Very interesting read, right? Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate my current subscribers. You guys are awesome. My potential new subscribers, thank you so much. I've seen the analytics. I appreciate the traffic, the views. I am speechless. No words. Thank you to my BitChute viewers, my Rumble, and my YouTube viewers. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.